History is human, filling the world with footprints to remind us of a past that was once the present. Whatever was created becomes a part of history as long as it remains. The Champions Course at Keene Trace Golf Club is rich in history. You know you're somewhere special the moment you approach the noble limestone marking the entrance, its bronze nameplate blazing in the sun. It's a place where traditions are inherited, passing from one generation to another. It's a tradition established over time and one of excellence. For Tom Heilbron and his wife Mary, it was but a dream as far back as the early 70s. A dream to create a championship golf course worthy in time of playing host to the highest levels of professional golf.
Tom Heilbron is a civil engineer and land developer by profession, but his passion for golf prompted the idea to develop a golf course.
Yet a masterpiece is seldom created by accident. In the mid-'80s, the Heilbrons acquired this prized land just south of Lexington, Kentucky.
Construction will start in July, and completion date is scheduled for late next summer.
You have to have a great site, including rolling terrain, water and trees, and we have that. We're committed to making this a great golf course.
Arthur Hills was selected as golf course designer. He was given over 200 acres and a mandate to create 18 masterpieces, classic in character and strategy, while preserving the surrounding nature.
Stone throwing as developed.
Tossing the first stones to serve as the base for the 18th green was but one of the flourishes.
All the feedback we've gotten from people is that there is a strong need for a truly great golf course. We want to be of national prominence.
Hills, who is one of America's top course designers, has designed 40 clubs in the past 15 years, saw this land for the first time this past spring, and it was love at first sight.
This site is one of the most beautiful that we've had a chance to work on. It just seems the golf course just lays into the land, just fits right in there, and it's just lends itself to being a championship golf course when we get done with it. At least that's our goal. That's Tom's goal. That's our goal.
In the back of the minds of the developers of the Champions is to make this course available for prominent national and state tournaments. Mentioned were the U.S. Amateur, the Kentucky State Amateur, and the Kentucky Open. Hills stated the course has that potential. For Tom Heilbron, a Lexington developer, this is his first venture into a golf community, one that he's been formulating in his mind for the last 15 years.
Over 200 acres in the golf course, which is huge area for a golf course. Yeah. So we're committed to making the golf course the #1 feature here.
Mr. Hill set about transforming the land that was once a working horse farm into a work of art.
This is the phase of the project where Hills gets hands-on and starts sculpting the countryside.
Yeah, this is where you get the artistry into the golf course, definitely. Yeah, get all the subtleties. You see the little things in the site that you might not have seen until now. Deepening bunkers or enlarging them. We're moving tees a little bit for a little better angle, shots into greens, that kind of thing.
Even though Hill says there is no trademark that he has left on his 50 golf courses, there is a striking resemblance to hole number 9 at the Champions, this par 3 with a lake for a fairway, and number 17 at Hill's Eagle Trace Golf Course in Coral Springs, Florida, the site of this past weekend's PGA stop, the Honda Classic.
Every site is different. And every year you keep thinking up new ideas and things that you hope will make this the best course you've ever done. It's the challenge is to just do the best job you've ever done.
And before it's all done here, rough grading till early April, then laying irrigation, then fine grading. By June, the course should be ready for seeding. Then nature takes over.
Mr. Hill studied the land closely to bring the Champions course at Keene Trace alive. Patterns of stirring holes were designed to create a rhythm for the player, where nothing but golf mattered for a few hours. The layout would feature plateau fairways, while asking golfers to overcome strategic pockets of water, narrow approaches, and rolling greens with distinct pinnable areas. Hills also made sure the back nine would boast truly challenging finishing holes.
From a purist point of view, has shot values in every shot. We try to build a course that just looks like it's, in a year or two, it's going to look like it's been here forever. That's what we're trying for, is a natural course that just lays in on that land.
We're building to take your best shot. Champions. A combination of beauty, design, intrigue, and challenge will set Champions apart from any golf club you've experienced. Designed as a world-class course by famed architect Arthur Hill, Champions will offer unprecedented challenge for every caliber player. As well, beautiful estate lots surround the course, all with captivating views. Don't wait to be part of this unique membership opportunity. Champions, give us your best shot. It will be worth it.
The club held a dedication and celebration on opening day, June 3rd, 1988.
This is a special evening. I believe a tradition is born here tonight. It's a great golf course. We've had a lot of help, and I'm going to mention some of the people that have helped us. But what I'm really most proud of tonight is the fact that we have 260 people, 260 member families that share this dream with me and have shared it to the point that they haven't played this golf course yet. I think that's remarkable, and I think that's one reason why I'm so very proud that this sharing of this beginning of a tradition is accompanied by so many good people.
Tom really gave me a tremendous opportunity here in that he presented to us a very ample, beautiful piece of land and just said to us, I want you people to develop for us the best possible golf course that you can. He didn't say, but you can only spend so much money, but you got to build the greens to the size that I would like, or anything else. He just said, I want to have a quality golf course here. So he gave us that opportunity. That was the first step. And in addition to that, actually, he gave us about 3/4 of a routing plan all put together that he had figured out on this land. He came to me and says, Art, well, I don't know if this means anything, but here's kind of a routing that we figured out. And I'd say that about 3/4 of the routing of this golf course was in Tom's head before he ever even talked to me.
The club began soliciting the USGA, the PGA, and other sanctioning organizations for tournaments.
The grass on the Champions golf course is still growing out, but the state's golf association has already recognized the kind of layout that it's going to be. They've named the course as the site for the 1989 Kentucky Open.
This year, a record 420 golfers from around the state entered for the 98 available spots in the tournament, and the reason is simple, the site. The course has been the talk of the state since its opening last year, and for that reason, the winner of this tournament will have certainly weathered a true test of golf.
One of the things that the Champions, and I know from first-hand experience, is the toughness of it. Now, what do you do to measure a course to say how tough it really is?
You can make a golf course hard by having high roughs and hard greens, but that doesn't make a great golf course. A great golf course requires shot values and shot making, when you can use all the clubs in your bag during an 18-hole round. I think that's what dictates whether a golf course is good or not.
And you need every club in your bag to play at the Champions.
Yeah, and sometimes ball retrievers and,
and everything else. Tom, thank you for joining us. Congratulations on getting the NC2A tournament at the Champions. It's great for the course, it's great for the city, it's wonderful, the UK golf program, and thanks for joining us.
The tournament will be held at the Champions course, and that will begin June 2nd through the 5th. In case you want to circle it on your calendar for 1993, UK made a presentation to the NCAA Men's Golf Committee that you're seeing right now back on June the 25th. The visual presentation was impressive. We'll what might have been the selling point was that 3 members of the NCAA committee played the champions 3 weeks ago. The administrative committee gave its final approval on Tuesday.
Today, the course plays to 7,334 yards, offering a demanding challenge for the elite player, while serving as a real test for the club golfer from the members tee. The routing cuts around rolling hills through lines of old oak, poplar, and walnut trees. Wide corridors lined by these mature trees create a room effect as the golfer moves from one challenge to the next. Members marveled then, as they do now, at how each hole is distinctly separated from the other. What nature has crafted has been preserved. It's a very special place for those that love the game of golf. For generations now, the Champions Course has welcomed many to the pleasures of the game. In 2018, the Champions Course at Keene Trace Golf Club welcomed the PGA Tour back to the Bluegrass. One can now see the dream fulfilled and firmly established. The Champions Course at Keene Trace Golf Club.
3 decades after founding the Champions, it's in such capable hands right now with Evan and Bea. I'm really pleased with that. It makes me proud that the tradition that we started continues. It reminds me kind of like raising a child. Your job's to nurture that child, to develop roots, and then give it wings where it can fly on its own. And I think early on, our growth of the roots and structure of the club has paid off in the long run. In fact, one of our themes when we opened was "A Tradition is Born." And after the first couple of 3 years where we had some nice tournaments here, we embellished that and said, "The tradition grows." And I think now we can easily say that tradition continues. I'm very pleased with that. It's like seeing your child grow up and do really well. And so I couldn't be more happy and proud of what we did and what's going on now with the leadership of the club. I think we're in great hands.
History. It relates to something deeply human, something we have a passion for, with a future all made possible by an established past.